Hi everyone, I'm your class Herald speaker, which means I'm like your valedictorian. But if your valedictorian wasn't number one in the class. As class Herald, I'm charged with bringing you all some happy, lighthearted senior year nostalgia. So that after you walk out of Fitz-Randolph Gates for the first and last time, you think to yourself, hey, maybe I should donate to this magical place. And before you remember that you signed Divest Princeton's pledge not to give money until Princeton stops funding climate change, you've called up alumni giving and promised the school 30% of your income for the rest of your life. I don't know if my words have the power to do all that, especially given the year we've had. This past year was hard. It was a year of no breaks and more breakdowns, and a year of more spit and less swapping of it. But in this speech, I do want to reflect on these last 4 years. Some of what we've learned and some of what we haven't. And I'll end on where this leaves us, walking out of those gates. We have learned so much at Princeton, from how to copy the honor code from one Word document and paste it into another Word document, to the fact that despite what it seems like at orientation, calling P-Safe does not result in a delightful Englishman showing up at your friend's door in tearaway pants. One of the things I've learned at Princeton, as someone from New York City, is what it's like to live in nature. It's here that I've learned to live in the wild, among the scary predators on campus. The foxes, some rabid raccoons, and cats. Joshua cats. Something else I've learned at Princeton is that free speech is really important. It's something that we've read about in pre-reads, heard from the mouth of President Eisgruber himself, and was extolled by the very mysterious, very not conservative organization Princetonians for Free Speech. The books, the president, and the organization are all right. Free speech is essential, primarily because it means I can say things like, Princeton should have a gender and sexuality studies major, or President Eisgruber, I do not like your outfit. Orange is just not your color. Now, there are a few things I thought we would learn at Princeton that I didn't. For instance, I know so many of your faces, but I don't know so many of your names. So some of you will forever be known to me as person who clearly cut me in line at the Frosh ice cream social. I don't remember your name, but boy oh boy do I remember your face, and I will not vote for you when you inevitably run for president. Others of you I will forever know as the guy who just kept his hand on my lower back while talking to me, or guy who did that creepy thing to my friend, but not the other guy who did that other creepy thing, but also the other guy, and yeah, that guy too. None of you will get my vote for president, but you'll have great luck getting on the Supreme Court. Don't get me wrong, this is a great graduating class. So many of you will come to be well known for what you do in this world. This class is full of future Michelle Obamas, Hillary Clintons, Bill Clintons, Andrew Cuomo's, Anthony Weiner's, Matt Lauer's, and there's probably at least one Matt Gaetz among us. A Republican, I mean. Here at Princeton, I never learned how to do my taxes. I never learned how to code. I never learned how to say sorry and mean it. And I certainly never learned how to write the perfect speech. I'm not sure how much I can blame Princeton for these things, but I can blame Princeton for not delivering on what was promised. Before coming here, the only thing I was promised was that at Princeton, I had a pretty good chance of finding my soulmate. In fact, during my very first visit to this campus, my tour guide told me and my expectant family that something like 20% of people find their soulmates at Princeton. That means I was 10 times more likely to find my life partner at Princeton than I was to get into Princeton in the first place. Don't check my math. I never learned how to do simple arithmetic here either. Oh, hello.
Hi.
That's what I wanted! And yet, I am leaving here without a man. Not for lack of trying. I actually blame the time spent on these efforts for why I'm not your real valedictorian. I did all of the right things. I took classes in politics and econ because I thought that's where all the smart guys are, but I found that's where all the guys who talk over you are. I chose to major in the School of Public and International Affairs, where the only man who was there for me all 4 years was Woodrow Wilson. I guess it's easier to lose a name than a $40 million statue. I even tried to become a chill girl at Princeton. You know, the girl who criticizes the exclusivity of eating clubs, bickers, gets in, continues to tell people they don't agree with the system, but can change it from the inside, finds out some bad stuff went down in the club and stays in the club anyway. Go Tiger in! None of these things worked. See, I didn't know that the administration considered teachers 30 years older than me to be eligible bachelors. I might have had more luck if I'd known. So, I am not leaving this place with a husband, or any idea of how to do taxes, or how to always communicate good and effectively. But I am leaving here with record high levels of anxiety, an intense fear of my viral load, and an inexplicable rash. It's not from my mask, it's elsewhere, and I can't explain it. But at Princeton, I have felt nurtured and safe. I'm sorry, 1 second. Hello? Oh, it's a tiger alert. A lewd robbery? The robber was armed but naked. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Safe. But all kidding sort of aside, I'm leaving this place having grown over these past few years in unimaginable ways. I've learned from incredible professors, endlessly supportive mentors, and the most wonderful friends I could have ever asked for. This institution moves closer and closer to reaching its full potential every day because of all of you. Because of the work of inspiring student activists, past and present, from the Black Justice League to Princeton 9 now. Because of the professors who, this year and in years past, reject the notion that recognizing students' humanity diminishes the quality of their scholarship, and instead hold that the vulnerability enhances the work we do here. This place is magical. You know what? I will donate 30% of my income to this school for the rest of my life. As long as Princeton divests from all fossil fuels, makes the Triangle Club a Division I sports team, and finds me a soulmate my age. Thank you, and good luck to the class of 2021.